Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, it's your man, Andy. One of my coaching clients has been absolutely crushing it in the coaching program over the last couple of months. And every day he goes out and he talks to a ton of women. He's working on being more honest, being more upfront, letting out some of that beautiful sexual energy that he has. And we have just been absolutely turbocharging his honesty and how assertive he's able to be. And so every day he makes these amazing posts in the group, and we're going to read out some of them. I obviously have his permission to do these. He's very happy for me to share these. Let's get started. So one of the women that he approached, he says, "This super duper sexy Latina that I'm pretty sure her ass was fake." I talked to her. She didn't speak much English. I told her I want to sleep with her. Like I said, we have been encouraging him to just be incredibly fucking honest and upfront. She was laughing a lot and grabbed my number. Yes, guys, you can literally tell women that you want to have sex with them. You are allowed to be that honest and upfront. Also, she was super touchy. She just started touching me, so I started touching her too. Thank you, girl, for helping me be okay with being honest and upfront with my desires, as well as for being so fucking sexy. Yes, shout out to all the sexy women out there. Much love. Appreciate you for being your sexy, wonderful selves. Another one, this girl from Norway, curly hair, skinny girl. And we always joke that this client of mine has a really, really, really big thing for girls with curly hair. It's like his kryptonite. He just gets weak at the knees whenever he sees a girl with curly hair. Absolute stunner in beauty. I was stunned, at least. I talked to her. I told her everything. I told her I want to exchange orgasms with her. Yes, you can be that upfront and honest if you would like to. Fuck yeah. I told her that I see other girls and that I'm not looking for something crazy serious. She was on board, but she's traveling for 2 weeks. I grabbed her number. Thank you, girl, for being so okay and kind with me, being so honest and forward about my desires with you. Yes, guys, like I say all the time, you can literally be this upfront and honest. You're just being honest. You're just telling the truth. You can tell someone that you find them sexy. You can tell someone that you want to exchange orgasms with them. You can tell them that you're seeing other people. In fact, I recommend you tell them that as early as possible. You can be this upfront and honest with everyone that you date. Another one, this Turkish girl, super cute in a short skirt. I was reading a book, so I had to interrupt myself. I can't even read a book. These girls. Anyways, she was nervous. I was nervous. I told her this. This is what I encourage all of you to do. Just tell people if you're nervous. One of the women that I'm seeing right now, we'll call her M. When I first hit on her in person, I was really freaking nervous. So I just said that to her. I think I told her like 3 or 4 times. I'm really nervous right now. You can just be honest. I told her exactly what I'm looking for, like exactly. I want to spend time with her. I want to sleep with her. I want to see other girls too. She was okay with it. Yeah, lots of people will be. I grabbed her number. I tried to set up a date, but she also has a crazy schedule. Thank you, girl, for helping me be more straightforward and honest. Also, thank you for wearing this short skirt that I couldn't not approach you with it. I told her this. Yeah, guys, if you can't tell, we are really teaching this coaching client. We teach all our clients, and I try and teach all of you to just be like really fucking honest and just whatever's in your mind, you can be autistically honest and say it. And he's obviously doing a really good job with that. Something else I want to point out, if it's not obvious, is every single time that he hits on a girl, notice what he says at the end of this. He's like, "Thank you, woman," or "I'm grateful, woman," or "Thank you for teaching me this." Like, we've taught him to be grateful for every single approach or every single girl that he talks to, especially the ones that aren't single. So I can give that cheat code to all of you. If you can start just saying one thing that you're grateful for with every human being that you talk to, not only does it make this process a lot more fun, but you'll get better reactions, you'll get better responses, and you just feel better about what you're doing. It makes you want to go out and talk to more people because you realize even the women that say no to you or have a boyfriend or are not interested, or even the women that ignore you and are maybe a little bit rude to you, there's still some silver lining there. There's still something that you learned or something that you gained or some benefit to you and to her as well if you tried to give her a compliment and make her feel good. And that makes this process a lot more fun. Like, a lot of you get so caught up in rejection. Let me get big here for a second. A lot of you get so caught up in this word rejection, and you take everything as a personal rejection. If she says she has a boyfriend, you're like, "Oh, fuck, I got rejected." If you can start to see the gratitude or the silver lining, I guess, with every woman that you talk to, you don't feel rejected anymore. If she has a boyfriend, you're like, "Cool. I'm grateful that you at least took the time to talk to me for half a second. I'm grateful that you were upfront and honest and told me you have a boyfriend so you don't waste my time. I'm grateful there are women out there that can be that upfront and honest. I'm grateful that she's so loyal that she would tell me she has a boyfriend. That's amazing. I want there to be loyal people out there in the world. When you're starting to look, or when you can look for the gratitude in every single person that you talk to, fuck, man, it's like you win every single time. Whether she has a boyfriend or she's single, whether she likes you or she thinks you're ugly, you don't care, because no matter what happens, you benefit. And so then this really starts to be fun. You really start to build momentum, and you'll go out there and talk to like 100 times more women because you're like, no matter what she says, I benefit. And we'll do one more. This is one of my favorite stories that he's posted. Finally, this girl, dot, 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 dot. I was again reading that book and I saw this girl. I ran to her. We started talking. She was super chill and open. I quickly figured out that she was high. I knew it as she told me, I'm high. It's like, yeah, man, that's generally how you know someone's high, right? They say, I'm high. That's a pretty good indication that someone's high. My client's a funny motherfucker. She was sexy as fuck, blue eyes, perfect face, structured blonde, hourglass figure, amazing ass, but also had nice boobs and amazing legs. The trifecta. She was catwalking. Fuck. She was going to some club. I told her I want to exchange orgasms with her. She told me casual sex is disgusting. Yeah, look at the judgments that people have around sex, don't they? Like, we've talked about that a lot on the channel. There's a lot of like shame and guilt around sex. I still have a couple of stories left in my head about sex that I'm slowly working through. I think we all have a lot of like shame, and yeah, it's funny. She's essentially slut shaming. Like, without meaning to, this woman is essentially slut shaming. We talked about it. She just wants connection and had that same thing where she thinks casual sex is bad. Yeah, a lot of people think like that. And, you know, if you don't want casual sex, great. Don't have it. But you don't have to call it bad or disgusting. It's like if I walk into an ice cream shop and I don't really like vanilla ice cream, which I don't really love vanilla ice cream, I don't have to walk in there and be like, vanilla ice cream is disgusting. And if I see someone else eating vanilla, I don't have to hate on them. I can just say, like, that's not for me. I prefer chocolate or macadamia nut or strawberry or whatever flavor I'm into. You're allowed to love chocolate without hating vanilla. Here's another one that lots of people fucking talk about all the time. You're allowed to love pineapple on pizza without hating no pineapple on pizza, or vice versa. Here's a big one. Ready? Let's get fucking big for this one. Ready? I'm going to blow a lot of minds with this. I know most of you get this, but I'm going to blow some minds out there anyway. You are allowed to love being on the right politically without shitting on people on the left. Oh my God, what a fucking radical notion. And vice versa. You're allowed to be on the left and be super progressive without shitting on conservatives. Oh my God, how is that possible? How could I like something and someone else likes something different and I don't then shit on what they like? But to some degree, maybe that's me shitting on people who like to shit on other people. So if you like to shit on other people, go out there and keep spreading that anger and hate and judgment. We talked about it. She just wants connection and yeah, blah, blah, blah. She had that same thing where casual sex is bad. Then she stood there and we talked about it more. We talked more and more. I felt like she is into me. This was actually me becoming attracted as fuck to her. We talked about my book, like the book he was reading. Ultimately, I got her number and we talked about meeting each other the next day. She came in, she hugged me to say goodbye. I asked to kiss her too. She did not want to yet. Thank you, girl, for being so fucking sexy and for being easy to share my sexual desires with you. I've been thinking about her the whole night. I was thinking I wanted to try dirty talking to her. Just thinking about me doing it makes me go crazy. Yeah, I want to pause for a second here and talk about, like, this will happen sometimes. Like, a lot of people have a lot of like shame and guilt and judgment and fear and anger and hate and all of that around like sex in general. But especially if you're saying, I want something like casual, or I want to just like have sex first outside of a serious relationship. A lot of people will judge the fuck out of that. But then if you start talking to them a little bit and you say, okay, fine, you don't want casual sex, or you don't want like sex too quickly, whatever too quickly means for you, what do you want? And they'll tell you, well, I do like sex, but I just want there to be a connection there. And you're like, yeah, I want the same thing. I want to build a connection. A lot of the time you realize you both agree. You're both on the same page. It's just that the other person was really quick to judge. They heard the word casual sex and they're like, I don't want a booty call. I don't want a one night stand. That's bad. And I've had that a lot in my own dating life. It's part of the reason why I don't necessarily say the word casual anymore. Like, I don't necessarily say I'm looking for something casual, because I've just found a lot of people misinterpret what I'm trying to say when I say casual sex. They're like, oh, so you just want a booty call. You just want me to come over and fuck you whenever, and then you kick me out. And I'm like, that's not what I want at all. I want something ongoing, ideally long term. I want us to be free to see other people if we want to, whenever we want to, as long as we're safe and consensual and all of that. I want to go on road trips. I want to meet each other's friends. Maybe one day meet each other's family if we get to that point. Maybe one day we fucking like build a long term relationship and get married. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't want kids, but like, that's what I want. And so, like, the word casual doesn't really explain that very well. And so I found I just don't say the word casual sex anymore. And I found that easier because people just misinterpret. Like, one person's idea of casual sex is like, oh, so you just want a one night stand. You want to fuck each other once and that's it. And it's like, no, that's not what I mean. And then someone else's idea of casual sex is like basically a relationship that's non monogamous. Like, you see each other for years. Like, that's more what I'm looking for. And so, yeah, these words, these labels don't always fully explain things. And so, like, you see in this example here with my client, he mentions, I want, casual sex. And she's like, that's disgusting. But then if they sit there and talk about it for another half an hour and discuss what they actually want, she's like, I want a connection. And my coaching client absolutely wants that. He's been on dates with, he's been on what would you call it? Like, he's traveled with women. Like, he's literally traveled to different countries and paid for their fucking airfares and spent time with them and had romantic fucking days in Italy and Paris. And I don't think he's gone to Paris, but like Italy and places like that. Like, they've gone on these beautiful, like, adventures together. Like, he clearly wants something more than just, I'm going to fuck you and not really care about you. And so you see how these labels of like casual sex or even serious relationship, like, what does a serious relationship mean? Like, for one person, serious relationship means we're boyfriend, girlfriend. To someone else, serious relationship means we have to get married and have kids. Like, people have different ideas of what these labels mean. That's why I encourage all of you to just be autistically honest and talk about what it is that you want. Like, rather than just using the shorthand label and be like, I want casual sex, like, I would explain it a little bit better. Like, so there's no room for misinterpretation. And if you have a look on the screen right now, I've got my current Hinge profile. I think one thing I really love about Hinge is that you can add a little bit more. Like, look down the bottom on the screen, the bottom in the middle, and then the bottom down the right. I have long-term relationship open to short. And then to the right of that, I have non-monogamy. But one thing I really like on Hinge is you can add more explanation rather than just using these labels of like short-term relationship or long-term relationship. Hinge lets you write a little bit more. So that's what I've done. Like you see here, seeking friends with benefits, something ongoing where we add a ton to each other's lives. And then for non-monogamy, I like to date more than one person at a time. Honesty and being upfront are key to me. So like, you get a chance to actually explain a little better, which I love. So rather than just using these like short-term labels of, I want casual, I want long-term relationship, I want this, I would put a little bit more effort into explaining it. Because yeah, like you see with my coaching client, as soon as he explains to this woman what he actually wants, and she's like, I want connection, he's like, I want that too. Then she's like, okay, here's my phone number. Like, so yeah, he goes on to say, just thinking about me dirty talking her makes me go crazy. When I think back, I really wanted to bring this girl back to my place and fuck the shit out of her. There was something about her or about me with her. This was one of the most memorable approaches of the day or night. Yeah, and I can keep you guys updated if you want to know what happens with him and this girl or him and other girls. He generally likes to keep the sex part relatively like private. Like, generally speaking, when he posts in the coaching group, he's just like, yeah, I had sex with this girl. It was beautiful. It was magical. It was great. Like, he doesn't share a lot of details. So maybe I won't share a ton of details with you guys, but he's having plenty of sex and he's enjoying himself along the way. And the girls that he's seeing are absolutely enjoying themselves along the way. All right, I will share more of his stories. I have a whole bunch of his stories. He posts like fucking 5 of these stories every single day. So I like to go through and read out the cool, interesting ones to all of you. I got tons more. Maybe I'll record another video literally right now and share some of those. If any of you would like to join him and me and the other coaches in the coaching program, in the big VIP coaching program, which is what he's in, there are links down below to that. You can check it out. You can jump on a free call with me, ask any questions, figure out if the program's right for you. I will not pressure you. We'll just sit there and talk. And if the program's great for you, you can join up. If it's not, that's beautiful too. We have payment plans and all of that to make it a lot more accessible and easy for you to join. We also have the more affordable $200 a month Abundance Collective, which is like our little coaching program for those of you who don't want to sign up for the big one. We got that in there. You got accountability. You got all the other people in there as well. You got the 4 coaches in there. I myself jump in there and do some Q&As and coach people and all of that sort of stuff. We have a video library of all of these different videos that will help you build the most amazing life of abundance and joy. So there's a link down below to that as well. You can check that out, see if it's for you. As always, ladies and gentlemen, go out there, crush those goals, and have a bloody good time doing it. And if you take anything from this coaching client of mine, if you want to take a page out of his book, go out there and be autistically honest. Yes, you can literally tell people, I would like to have sex with you. Would you like that too? And then you find the people that say yes. And the ones that say no, you have gratitude for them. You say, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you saying no. I hope you have a beautiful life. And in that way, every single person that you talk to, it feels like a victory for you and for them.